Nothing should be off limits from intellectual dispute. Taboos only serve to hinder humanity's progress towards becoming more rational. We can debate about what's the definition of a pedophile, what should the age of consent be, and whether lowly hentai should be legal, and then afterwards we can have a debate about whether I should kill you by making you ingest deuterostramonium or injecting you with stonefish poison. I don't actually support murdering Vaush, but I find it very appealing conceptually. I love executing pedophiles, and Vosh is as much of a pedophile as they come. Pretty fat and hideous, too. I'd sort of brew up a nice, damage health poison, and then pickpocket it into his inventory. Of course, you shouldn't do that, but you can fantasize about it and talk about it. Listen, I'll get you on my Skyrim Together server, and I will pour Drano in your anus. Your Honor, my client did not make death threats towards anyone. Maybe in Minecraft. Of course I'm not advocating for killing bread tubers. I mean, obviously it goes without saying that murder is wrong. But, we shouldn't feel like we can't have an open and honest discussion about what constitutes as murder. Quite honestly, it brings me no joy to talk about wanton violence towards those who advocate for castrating children to their audience of millions. However, that's precisely why I need to talk about it constantly, to make sure I'm really, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I mean, H Bomber Guy really seems to like the idea of castrating people. I mean, he seems really, enthralled with the whole gender reassignment surgery of flipping your wiener inside out. So maybe we should do, a live demonstration on him about that on Twitch for, educational purposes. Okay, so here we have a Venn diagram. People who talk about ethical CP, and people who are not pedophiles. So as you can see, these are two completely separate circles. If I were to take a utilitarian approach, kind of like the intellectual heavyweight Destiny, the death of about a dozen leftist YouTubers would result in a small amount of pain for them, even if we gave them concrete enemas, compared to the large benefit to society as a collective. I have a trade offer for you. I will start calling trans people by their pronouns if it stops coming out that leftist political commentators are pedophiles. Actually, that's kind of unreasonable. Okay, how about this? I will get de-radicalized if you do the Verbalace Tetris beatbox while gargling Drano. I think that's a little bit more, practical. I drew myself gargling piss, not because I like that, but because a lot of people call me a piss gargler because I talk about gargling piss a lot. And so to kind of play off that, I'm sort of embracing the identity. I'm very invested in getting the answers on my channel. I place a large amount of value on research, science, things like that. So for my upcoming ethical CP debate, I do these weekly, I did some field research by consuming 400 terabytes of CP and, taking a crack at producing some of my own to see if I could do it in an ethical way. It's obvious you find the idea of me hitting you in the perineum with a ball-peen hammer appealing. The feeling is mutual. You also, on some level, do enjoy my threats of violence against you, though they do make you uncomfortable. Are you really sure you don't want me to roll up to your house and, stalk you? Just checking, unironically, you don't want that. Okay. I mean, because it just seemed like you were interested, I kind of do the Waco thing and play creepy sound effects outside your house. Like the Vine Boom with extra reverb, at 3 a.m. when you're trying to sleep. For real, you don't want that? How do you feel about me clogging your toilet? Like breaking into your house. You know what? Forget it. Never mind. It's very clear that it should be illegal for me to walk up behind you on the street and throw an ice pick at the back of your head. However, why should it be illegal for me to draw that scenario and then write "I'm coming for you" at the bottom of it and write your home address and then post it as a reply to one of your tweets? I mean, just why should it be illegal to walk up to you when you're in the shower and take an industrial power vacuum, stick it up your butt and vacuum all your insides out when capitalism is allowed? It seems kind of like a double standard, I mean, if we're being ethically consistent, the fact that there are corporations that exist means that I should be able to turn a wood chipper into a vehicle and then like chase you down with it. Why should it be illegal to make you smell my finger? All right, ASMR cranial nerve exam. All right, when I'm testing your sense of smell, smell my finger. Actually, Vosh would like that. He would like if I did like a ASMR roleplay on him. ASMR roleplay, you're the horse. What if I connected your water line to your freaking septic tank in your house? There's not any law against that as far as I know. I've yet to hear a single convincing moral, legal, or philosophical argument as to why I can't install a sword mechanism in your toilet that shoots out when you sit on it and rips your perineum apart like a piñata. Knowing you guys are gonna take all of this out of context and totally divorce it from the argumentative frame it was in. It's obviously all a rhetorical device.